So you've got traffic coming to your SaaS website. The analytics show that people are landing on your page, but conversions, they're basically non-existent. And let me guess, you've already tried everything under the sun. New templates, fancy animations, modern design trends. But here's what nobody's telling you. Those beautiful templates you downloaded, they're designed to look good in portfolios for the designers, not convert real customers with real problems. By the end of this video, you'll learn the exact frameworks for creating a hero section that actually drives sales. And I'm going to show you why focusing on just two elements, your headline and your video, will give you 80% of the results. And stick around to the very end because I'm going to share the 3-part headline formula that has doubled conversion rates for every SaaS company that I've worked with. Let's talk about your hero video first, because this is what separates no-name SaaS companies into 7- and 8-figure ones. I'm going to give you my exact framework for the 90-second video that converts cold traffic into hot leads. People buy faster when they see themselves in your story, and the video lets you tell your story in 90 seconds instead of 90 minutes. So let me break down the perfect 90-second structure. Your first 15 seconds is what I call the identity hook. This section has 3 parts, and you need all 3. Who you help, what outcome you'll deliver, and what pain point you hope to eliminate. The magic is in specificity. Don't target everyone, target someone. Target one person out there, no matter how painful it feels. Next comes your 20-second solution bridge. This is where most people go wrong. They dive into the features. Instead, focus on simplicity and speed. Make your solution sound effortless. Paint a picture of implementation being easier than their current process. The middle 25 seconds is the value stack. Here's the key. You're not just listing features, you're building a stack of solutions to a specific problem. Each feature needs a direct line to a direct pain point. Stack these up rapid fire, but always connect them to a real world impact. Your final 30 seconds is the risk reversal section. This is where you remove all the possible obstacles, all the possible objections, taking them to the next step. Time concerns, technical concerns, budget concerns, knock them down one by one. Now let's talk about the psychology behind each section. In the identity hook, you need exactly 3 struggle points. 2 feels incomplete, 4 feels a little bit overwhelming for a 90-second VSL, 3 feels like you really understand their world and you need to hit them in rapid succession. Your solution bridge, the next section, needs what I call the implementation imagery. Don't just tell them that using your feature is easy, help them show them how easy it fits into their world. Use specific timeframes, paint a picture of simplicity. The value stack section needs to speak to a different buying persona. Some benefits should talk to technical needs, other to business needs, other to strategic needs, and layer these on strategically. In your risk reversal section, you're turning your objections into possibilities. Take every yeah, but that is going on in your customer's head and flip it into a what if. Let's talk about pacing because I think this is crucial. And as a video editor of over 15 years, I think pacing and keeping your customer's attention is the game. That's the entire game. Your first 15 seconds should feel rapid fire. Quick, punchy sentences, high energy. Slow down for your solution bridge. Give them some time to see the simplicity of your app. Then speed up again with your value stack. Build momentum with your benefits. Then slow down for your risk reversal and the call to action. Let them feel confident in your offer. So here's what matters in your delivery. Your energy needs to be high, but it needs to be controlled. Think excited expert, not salesperson. Use momentum words and transition words such as plus, and, on top of that. These are how you keep your viewer engaged. Note this, every major section should end with an open loop and make the next section necessary. Never end a sentence with a feature, always land on a benefit. Keep this in mind. This video isn't trying to close the sale. Its one job is to get them to take the next step in the story. That's it. So don't try too much. Now that we got the video out of the way, let's move on to the ultimate headline formula. Let's talk about the headline because this is where most SaaS companies completely miss the mark. I'm going to give you the exact formula that converts cold traffic into interested prospects. Your headline has one job, much like your video, to get them to read the next line. That's it. Nothing else matters. Here's what makes people stop scrolling. Speaking directly to a desire so specific that they feel like you're reading their mind. Not surface level wants, but a really deep desire, almost a desire that they're kind of embarrassed to admit they have. Your customers don't want better deployment processes. They want to never fear code pushes again. You feel me? Let me give you a headline subline framework that's proven to stop prospects in their tracks. The headline formula is simple but powerful. Desire in state without current pain point using unique mechanism. So here's where most people mess up. They stay too generic. You need what I call proof mechanism that makes your promise instantly believable. So let's break that down. Desired end state. What does your customer actually want to do without current pain point? Do you want to lose weight without doing a million sit-ups using unique mechanism, which would be how your product works or how your product delivers those results, not just your product. Yeah, big note. Big note that unique mechanism does not mean your product. It means how your product works. But here's where most people mess up. They stay too generic. You need what I call proof mechanism that makes your promise instantly believable. This is the specific how that separates you from every other solution they've tried. Your subheadline has one job too. Handle those immediate objections. Use what I call the even if bridge. Even if common objection, you can still get the desired outcome because of some kind of proof point that you have. So let's break that down. Even if common objection, oh, everyone says losing weight takes months or years, you can still lose weight, get a six-pack abs because of we've had thousands of customers do the same thing. So even if common objection, you can still desired outcome because of proof point. Let me walk you through how to mine for headline gold step by step. Step 1, write down every single conversation happening in your prospect's head when they're lying awake at night. Not surface level problems, deep fear, career ending worries, team morale killers. Step 2, for each of those fears, write down the desired end state, the emotion that they want to feel. People don't buy features, they buy transformations. Step 3, list every way that you solve this problem differently. What makes your solution uniquely capable of delivering that transformation? This is your secret sauce. Step 4, now here's the advanced mode. Push each element in your headline one level more specific than it needs to what you feel is comfortable. The more specific that you can get in your headline, the more that it's going to connect with your customers. So instead of deploy faster, it's deploy in under 5 minutes. Instead of without breaking things, it's without those 2 a.m. production fire drills. Instead of saying using AI, say using code analysis that catches 99% of bugs. So here's a checklist your headline must pass. Number 1, does it name a specific problem that keeps your customers up at night? Number 2, does it make a promise that feels both exciting and believable? Number 3, does it enter the conversation that's already happening in your customer's head? Number 4, does it include a clear mechanism that makes your promise credible? And number 5, can you prove it immediately? Now, your homework for this is to write down at least 25 headlines before you pick one. I'm serious. Write the first 10. Those are going to be very generic. The next 10, you're going to get a little closer. And those last 5 is where you start to hit gold. You'll know you've hit gold when your headline could be the first line of a sales conversation. If it sounds marketing, keep digging. And here's the secret almost nobody gets right. Your subheadline should feel like the answer to the yeah, but whatever objection that just popped in your reader's head after they read that headline. Let me give you the 4-part framework for writing subheadlines that eliminate objections. Number 1, start by listing every yeah, but objection that comes into your prospect's mind. Number 2, pick 2 or 3 or 4 of the biggest objections that would stop them from believing you. Number 3, acknowledge it directly with even if ... and then go into the objection breaking. And then step 4, crush it with your most powerful proof point. Used by 1,000 customers, over $20 million earned using this method. This headline subheadline combo is your 1-2 punch. The headline makes them think that this is exactly what they need, and then the subheadline hits them and makes them think, and maybe these people can actually deliver it. Next, the video headline alignment. We've got the video done. We've got the 2 headlines and subheadlines ready to go. So here's where most SaaS companies go wrong. They treat their video and headline as separate elements, but they need to treat them more like a YouTube video. It's the thumbnail, the video, and the title all working together. Your headline makes the promise. Your video delivers the proof. So think of your headline as the movie poster and your video as the movie trailer. They need to tell the same story just in different ways. So here's how to align them. Use the exact same language in both the video and the headline. If your headline talks about deploying code faster, your video better use those exact words, not improving deployment efficiency. It should be word for word exactly the same. Start your video by expanding on your headline's promise. If your headline's promise is deploy code 5 times faster, then your video should immediately explain how that's possible. Your headline's unique mechanism should be the star of your video, so don't bury it in the features list. So let's put this all together with a step-by-step implementation plan. Step 1, you're going to write your 90-second VSL This forces you to clarify your message before you start to condense it all into a headline. Step 2, you're going to pull your best lines from that video to then start adding it to your headline stack. The most compelling problem statement becomes your context crown. Your biggest problem becomes your main headline. Your strongest proof point becomes your subheadline. Step 3, record your video. Remember, production quality matters far less in today's video world. A simple screen recording with good audio will outperform a fancy production with a very weak message anytime. And I tell creators this all the time. Step 4, design your hero section with a video on the right, headline stack on the left. Remember, 80% of your conversions are going to probably come through those two elements, so everything else is just the supporting cast. And step 5, add a call to action button that pushes them deeper down the page. Don't send them to pricing because they haven't fully absorbed the sales pitch yet. So that's it. You now have the exact framework for creating hero section that actually converts. Remember, this isn't about design trends or aesthetic preferences. This is about clear communication that delivers action. And if you want to see me write a VSL script in real time, where I show you my exact steps and my exact frameworks, click this video right here.